I'm Pink Kush, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to ruin your life in your 20s. And it's actually pretty much easier than you think it is, because you're probably already doing it right now. Because you might be actually watching this YouTube video on your phone while watching Netflix on the TV in the background. You're probably, after this, you're gonna go scroll through TikTok and Instagram Reels while eating some bioengineered food that was made in a factory. Sounds about right? If so, stick around, because we're gonna go ahead and change that, okay? So if you see me looking down at my iPad, that is because I come prepared with notes to look at and reference for the video. So when you are in that phase of constantly scrolling and watching and having all these distractions, that's called instant gratification. And that's literally training your brain to do these bad habits. And we all know that the brain loves routine. So if you know that, why would you fill your routine with things that are going to negatively impact your life as opposed to things that are going to positively impact your life? That doesn't make any sense, because every time you say, hey, I have these important things to do, and you say, you know what, let me go ahead and do this fun stuff first. Let me go ahead and release some tension first. You don't deserve to release that tension yet. You didn't do nothing. What tension did you get besides having the tension of having the stress to have to do something? Because now when you get that little release that you needed, you still didn't get what you needed to get done. Like, you just work backwards, and working backwards, you know you're not going to get anywhere but backwards. When you program your brain to do all of these bad habits, you're literally training your brain to say, hey, it's rewarding to go ahead and fuck off and just do what I'm not supposed to be doing. It's rewarding. I just need to go ahead and take the edge off. I get it. I love blunts. You feel me? My name is literally Pink Kush, okay? But this is the thing. You smoking to take the edge off, right? You don't realize the thing that separates a champion between a loser is the fact that champions have edge. Like, I get it. You were raised by a single mom. You grew up in poverty. People bullied you. Things didn't work out your way. Like, you went through a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you went through all these bad things. You realize that what you go through, you grow through. You feel me? You have that edge. You have these experiences to go push you harder, okay? Because you realize that the reason why you work 2 jobs or 3 jobs and 2 side hustles on the side, the reason why you do that is because you a single mom. The reason why you work so hard in school is because you are the first in your family to go to college, and it brings so much pressure on you. And guess what? That pressure is going to keep motivating you. Why is you trying to do everything to ease the pressure? Don't you know pressure break pipes, or it can make diamonds? Which one are you? Are you a broken pipe, or is you finna turn into a diamond? Because guess what? You're gonna be like, oh, I can't handle it. Then guess what? That means you can't. You're right. Because when you tell your brain that I can do this, it's gonna say, yes, I can do this. Let me find every way. Let me find every avenue. When you go around saying, oh, I'm having a bad day, your brain's gonna sit there and say, yep. Let me find everything wrong to contribute to that statement of having a bad day. But when you have a good day, like, imagine when you know you've got good things coming to you. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, sitting in traffic ain't that bad. You know what I mean? Standing in this line ain't that bad. The package delay, it's okay. I know it's coming anyway because I paid for it. Why are you not thinking about that with your goals in your life? You always gotta remember, this is why I go hard. You feel me? Yes, it hurts. Yes, this is painful. These are painful memories. This is a lot of trauma that I'm going through. Use that trauma. You already done went through it. You're not gonna let that trauma use you, right? So why don't you use that trauma to go ahead and power you forward? You could really be something, okay? Guess what? You was like, man, I'm in the hood. There's only one way to make it out. That's through football. That's through basketball. That's through my voice and singing. That's through my talent. That's through my cooking. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You got to sit there and be like, you know what? Ain't nobody ever made it out from where I came from, but guess what? That's why you here now. That's why you got what you can do to make it out. You be the first one. You be the one to go ahead and put on for all the other people from your city. And guess what? Life is finna get hard. Everything that you want to do is probably going to be hard, okay? So guess what? Do it hard. Like, what can you do? I had someone tell me, they was like, but I'm not ambitious. I'm not made like that. I can't. Well, get made like that. Like, you just gotta get it done. So it's just like, you can't focus on, I never had this, I never learned this. Well, now you got to. period. Like, I'm not, what you want me to do, tell you, yeah, I understand. No, I mean, I understand, but since that's the case, now you gotta work extra hard, and that's okay. Some people do get things easier. Some people do have to work harder. Where do you fit on that spectrum? So if you're trying to fight this instant gratification habit that you have, no problem. I'm not saying just cut it out cold turkey. Like, for example, if your bad habit is scrolling on TikTok for an hour each time that you get on TikTok, go ahead and set a timer for 10 minutes, right? You can still do your TikTok, right? But for them 10 minutes, every TikTok you watch gotta count, because after that 10 minutes is over, it's time to go back ahead and lock in. If you go out every single weekend and party, right? That's cool. I'm not saying stop going out, right? Instead of every weekend, let's go ahead and cut that down to once a month. And that one time a month that you do go out and party, that's when you do your big one. Okay? It's not that hard. Just go ahead and start reducing until you stop. If you have to stop that bad habit, don't stop cold turkey. It's gonna make it way harder. Just make it easier on yourself. Say, hey, I stick to this, but I'm going to start. It doesn't matter where you start, just start somewhere. One thing I learned from living in Miami is that you could live like a king today and live like a peasant for the rest of your life if you don't play your cards right. Period. And speaking of Miami, doesn't it look so nice to be cruising through Biscayne, dancing on the beach, partying with celebrities, getting kicked out of Kushaiski's mansion party by the police and the fire department, and having to ride with Tory Lanez to his penthouse because you can't afford an Uber? Yeah, sounds so luxurious, right? But anything could really look good. You don't know what people is really going through, because through all of that, I was actually taking some little orange candies that really made me lock in, if you know what I mean. And I was losing weight, girl. I was getting skinny. I was up, like I was tweezing. Like after work, I would tweeze the hairs out of my leg because I couldn't sleep. I was just tripping out, just doing random stuff. I kid you not. It was scary. And like, we all is battling something, but some of us make it look better than others. You'll never know what people is going through. Like, I used to get an Uber. I didn't even have a car at the time because I didn't like driving, so I literally was Ubering everywhere regardless. But I would Uber all the way from like Thai, Miami, T-A-I, however you pronounce it or whatever. I would Uber from all the way, that's like past Hialeah, I think. But I would Uber all the way from Thai, Miami, all the way up the Pompano just to buy some orange candies. Like, you feel me? I was paying like 15, 20 if I needed to. Like, yeah, baby, that is not a good look, but you feel me? We've grown up from that. And like I said, being in Miami, so many people like have this amazing luxurious lifestyle of them living in penthouses and stuff. A lot of times those girls live with other girls and it's ran by a guy and they do certain stuff. And like I said, I don't judge anybody, but some people will make it seem like, oh no, I'm self-made, I got this all from Instagram, da 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 da. Like, no baby, like, yeah, you have Instagram stuff now, but it's like I said, you just never know how people got what they have or what they're doing to maintain it. Like, some of you guys look up to women like Jada, Ari, Cardi, all of them and stuff like that, but you realize that they have to constantly modify themselves to be accepted, and they're constantly chasing things that are running away from them. And they're constantly arguing. They're not truly happy, and all they can say is, I have money, or I have clout, or I have a body because I have money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these things that they're saying are things that you realize are not truly valuable. They have really nothing that is valuable. And everything that they're going through, I understand that they're young, they're gonna make decisions, and like, a lot of times they're gonna be bad decisions, they're gonna be good decisions, just like the rest of us, right? But the worst part is that it's happening for the whole world to see. Like, it's all happening on Instagram right before our eyes. Like, for them, there's no such thing as just keeping it in the family. Like, you can't just keep this hush hush, you know, fingers touch your nose, like no one else can know about this. You can't do that when you're a celebrity and when you're not confident in yourself, you know, when you're having to be a product. You can never be yourself. You have to always be a product that someone else is forcing you to be under contract. Okay, so do not judge me, right? But like I said, how y'all look up to these girls, like, you know, the NFL wives, the Cardis, and, you know, all the IG baddies and stuff. So boom, there's this NFL player. I'm not gonna say what team, but I'll do a story time if y'all want me to tell this story, right? But so boom, I'm fucking this nigga, right? So anyway, basically, like, of course I'm not doing this shit just for the free ski. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care who you are. sir, I'm not your girlfriend, so do I benefit in this some way, somehow? Like, you know what I mean? So, boom. Tell me why his girlfriend ended up hitting me up, and she just do it in the most disrespectful way, right? So, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and troll right back because, sweetheart, you're being really mean. And I don't like mean girls, okay? And she called me a gremlin. So, yeah, I didn't like that. So now I gotta go ahead and troll right back, right? So then I'm like, you know what? So now you found out about me or whatever, right?
You got me now. You got me now. You got me now. Oh, you figured me out. You fucking income fucking poop. You figured me out. You got me red-handed. You got me red-handed.
You're not gonna leave him, so what was the point of all of this, right? And guess what? She didn't leave. And I'm sitting here just like, girl, like, you feel me? Like, you're getting cheated on, you're getting played or whatever, right? And there's so many other girls that go through that and stuff. And I'm not sitting here trying to like be like, oh, like, you know, I'm a girl's girl, da 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 da. Like, no, shorty, you already seen what this shit was, you feel me? And since you want to be mean about it, now I'm gonna be mean about it and keep on doing what I do. Like, don't judge me, y'all. Like, you feel me? I never said I was a perfect person. Like, that's not what I ever said. But anyway, so boom. Basically, all I'm saying is that she got the image and the status, and she got the thing, oh, I'm his girlfriend, da 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 da. But you getting played, and now, like, me and my homegirls is talking about you in a group chat, and now you're getting talked about in a YouTube video. So, yeah. Oh, and shorty, if you watching this, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Like, you know, handle discomfort and stuff like that. And I feel like she's probably like, oh my gosh, like, I finally got the title, I'm his girl, like, you know, I'm in that position and stuff, no matter what he does or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's just like, he knows that you know that he's cheating on you. So he's probably like, why is she around me now? Oh, it must be the status and the money, you know what I mean? So he's going to treat you just like that. He's gonna be like, yeah, she don't really love me for me because I just played her, I dogged her out, and she knows about it and didn't leave me. Yeah, he's gonna treat you like that, just like any regular dude would. But now, like, he's just looking like, dang, even the girl I thought really did fuck with me, I find out that it really was about the money, you know what I mean? She's gonna be here regardless because I have money, so I can do whatever I want because I have money. But in her position, or any other girl position like that and stuff, I would say that, you know, just, it's no problem to say, hey, things didn't work out, I can go back to my hometown. You know what I mean? Some of you all will get so comfortable in your position just out of fear. Like, to make any progress, you have to be uncomfortable. A lot of you guys are literally worried about what people will think about you. And I'm sitting here like, okay, them people that you worried about, you used to be cool with them. You're not cool with them no more. Like, you're not gonna go out and get matcha lattes with these people. They're not gonna come over and play Uno with you. So why do you care about their opinion so much? Some of you guys rather stay on your little island because you've realized, oh, no one's gonna come save me. So I might as well just get comfortable right here, right where I'm at. Like, you can move out of your parents' house if you wanted to, but it works. It takes a lot of work. You know what I mean? So instead of doing all of that work, let me just go ahead and get a new comforter set. Let me change the lights, get some, like, the colorful lights around, maybe dress it up so I can go ahead and get more comfortable inside of my comfort zone. You could be going to go get a new job, but no, it's like, I have to go get a new resume made. I have to go get interview clothes. I gotta do all the interviews, and what if they don't hire me? Then I just wasted my time. You could be an influencer, but you're like, oh, I don't have the right camera. Oh, what if they don't like me? Oh, I don't know what to post. I don't know what kind of content to make. Bitch, you are the content. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, well, like, get up here and yap. Just get up here and yap. That's all you gotta do. And like, a lot of y'all be the ones that really can do it. And you know what's really embarrassing? It's super embarrassing to be the one that can do it but won't do it. You just sitting here like, yeah, I could. Like, you ever, y'all ever have a nigga that be like, oh yeah, I could buy you that, but why would I gotta see you really real first. Like, what? Like, it don't make no sense. Like, show me. Why is you talking about it when you could show me? A lot of y'all be sitting here scared of stuff because it's hard. Look, life is hard. Do it hard. Don't you want to be like the ex that got away or something? Don't you want to be victorious? Don't the words say that we made in God's image? So why is you not acting like it? Oh, it's because you don't feel like that's true. You don't believe in that. You don't got faith. You don't believe in God. You be feeling like you're not good enough. And that's what we call negative self-talk. Have y'all ever been to like Walmart or something, or like Target, Whole Foods, or anything like that? I'm sure you have. So when you go in a little bread aisle, right? It's so big, yo. They got bread on this side of the wall. They got bread on this side of the wall. You surrounded by bread. For real. It's crazy. And it's like they'll have like 10 different brands of white bread, wheat bread, potato bread, buns bread, like all these different breads, right? And it'd be like the same one, but like 10 different versions of it, right? But all of them get purchased because this is the thing. This artisanal bread is for me, but it ain't for you. That potato bread is for her, but it ain't for me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Everyone could be on that bread shelf because there's something for everyone. I had this teacher when I was in 7th grade. She taught history. Her name was Miss Matthews, right? And the way that she taught class was so crazy. She, like, from the jump, like from when you walk in the door, she has you immersed in the lesson. Like, I remember she was like, all of the kids to the back. And we're like, huh? Like, we're like, Miss Matthews, what? And she was like, yeah, back to the back. I'm not playing. Go to the back. Then she had all the ones that were like her in the front. And it's crazy because she's a YT woman doing this. So I'm like, huh? As a 7th grader, I was 13 years old, and she's sitting here traumatizing us. So boom, she's all like, how do you feel about this and everything? Your opinion doesn't matter and stuff. Like, you wouldn't be able to be here, but now you're like, she put you in the lesson, made you feel things. Like, even the bad kids was on the way to class. Like, they was in the class first. You know what I mean? Like, they wasn't being bad in her class. Like, everyone loved Miss Matthews. I don't know where she is today, but she was so freaking lit though. Like, her teaching methods would definitely get her canceled today, but we wasn't soft back then, okay? We wasn't soft like how a lot of people are today. But but yeah, and it's just like, even though she's teaching 7th grade history, everyone else in the state of Delaware is also teaching 7th grade history. They're all teaching the same exact curriculum. But it was her that made me have a love for history, like all the way to like my adulthood. You feel me? It was her that made learning so fun and engaging. Like, I've had so many teachers all the way up to 7th grade and beyond, but she was one of the most impactful ones that I remember. That could be you in whatever it is that you do. I need you to realize that you are what we need in this world, okay? I had an infestation of like wasps and bees in my house, right? So I had to call an exterminator over. So when he comes over, I'm realizing like, damn, I'm so happy he's made for this, because I really did not have it in me to do that. You feel me? Like, I have a passion and I have a talent for one thing. He has a passion and talent for another thing. You feel me? You ever realize that some people were literally just made to play basketball? Some people were made to be the best chef in their city, in their state, have 5-star restaurants. Some people were made to put up with niggas like my baby daddy. I hate him, but if you, like, honestly, that man is a child that only his mother could love. Some people were made for different things. What were you made for? Whatever your calling is, you need to answer. I don't want y'all to think too hard, okay? Because I know time is limited. It is not finite. You don't have to overthink. Just go for it. If I ask you right now, when is the best time to plant a tree? The correct answer is 10 years ago. But since you can't go backwards 10 years, let's go ahead and plant that tree right now, okay? So how is you gonna plant that tree? If you wanna be a content creator, you said you need a new camera. You're like, oh, the camera's too expensive. You said the camera's too expensive. Kai Cenat said that's a great investment. You're like, oh, I only get 200 views. That's cool. That's cool. The old videos that you posted, the video that you posted an hour ago, it only got 200 views, but guess what? You can't get to 300 views. You can't get to 1,000 views if you don't keep on posting. You're just gonna be like, oh, it didn't work out. Let me just stop and just say it didn't work. Like, no, you gotta keep on throwing. One of them gonna hit. Like, I swear, some of y'all be so smart to the point that you're dumb. And that's literally what we call analysis paralysis, okay? That's when you're like, oh, you're overthinking things to the point where you're like, maybe I just think so much, I just sit here. I'm gonna watch another motivational video. I'm gonna get another template. I'm gonna go ahead and get another ebook. I'm gonna go ahead and take another course. I'm gonna go ahead and wait another day, because if I wait and procrastinate, I'll be older. So therefore, when I'm older, I'll be wiser. No, plant your tree today. That analysis paralysis is your brain being so smart that it's playing a trick on yourself, making you dumb. Like, that's really what it is. Like, your brain is it's designed to keep you safe. We know that, right? So when your brain is designed to keep you safe, it's going to say, hey, I'm going to avoid risks because that might be dangerous. But guess what? You know, every time you take a step and you walk, you literally step on one foot, unbalance yourself, and put the other foot down. Imagine if you only walked on your good leg. You're not getting nowhere. You feel me? You gotta unbalance to make any type of progress. When your brain is trying to keep you safe and that fear creeps in, just remember, hey, I have a reason to go hard. I need to go hard. You feel me? And stop being so doubtful of yourself. When you introduce yourself, you don't say, hey, I'm Pink Kush, I wanna be a content creator. No, you say, hey, I'm Pink Kush, I'm a content creator. You feel me? Let people know what it is. Let yourself know what it is. Stop being in that iffy, that what if, that I'm unsure. Why are you being unsure? That's unattractive. Being unsure is so weird. Being unattractive tells yourself like, hey, I don't know what I want people to think of me because I don't even know what I think of me. That is crazy. Like, when someone tells me, they're like, oh, I'm trying to be, I'm like, fuck you mean trying? Is you doing or is you not doing? Like, anyone here drink coffee? Like, I know that some of y'all like hot coffee, some of y'all might like cold coffee, right? But I don't ever hear no one say, yo, give me that coffee lukewarm. I like my shit in the middle. I like my shit unsure. That never happens. And whatever you do, I need you to give it your all. We don't half-ass nothing around here, because when you half-ass things, you get a half-ass reputation, you have a half-ass life. Imagine if the house that you're sitting in right now was built by a half-ass engineer. You don't like when people give you half-ass, so why is you giving half-ass? Whatever you do, give it your all, okay? If you work at McDonald's, I need you to treat that McDonald's like it's the McDonald's inside of the White House. If you're a teacher, I need you to teach like those kids that you're teaching might be the surgeon that's going to give you your emergency transplant when you get old. If you have a cleaning business, I need every one of your clients and in the surrounding tri-state areas to know that you are the quicker picker upper. They should never have heard of Mr. Clean if your business is in town. And whatever you find that you can do, I need you to go ahead and stick with it, okay? Because imagine that you're trying to go ahead and that you're trying to drive from New York all the way down to like Texas, right? You're trying to go out to Houston and party or some shit. Would it make sense to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take a plane, I'm gonna take a train, I'm gonna take a car? Why would you do that? Why would you keep on switching vehicles if you're trying to get from point A to point B? You mean to tell me that you're thinking the best method to go ahead and reach my goal is to just keep on switching vehicles? If someone's trying to go from New York to Houston, I think they're gonna say, hey, let me take a plane, or let me take a train, or let me take a car. But the combination of all of them won't get you anywhere but stuck and wasting a lot of time. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you hear me? I need you to stop being unsure of yourself, because, baby, you got it. You know you got it. You stay inspired. You're watching this video because you're like, hey, I need the inspiration. I want to turn myself up. I know I'm ready for more. I know I'm built for more. I don't need you to let your brain play you out your own spot. And guess what? I know y'all got haters that are preying on your downfall. Why give them that satisfaction? Why would you do that? That's crazy. A lot of y'all with that negative self-talk be hating on yourselves. So you mean to tell me, right? You trying to tell me that you got a whole list of haters and you finna add yourself to that list? Does that make any sense to you? Now, I'm not gonna keep yelling at y'all all day. I want y'all to take this and just take it with a grain of salt and take it with stride. I got a habit tracker down below for y'all to go ahead and track your habits and stuff. It's completely free to download. You can customize it in Canva too if you want. And that's just my gift for liking and subscribing to my channel. Now, if you want to stop ruining your 20s and change your life, go ahead and just comment down something motivational below for all the other girlies, so that when they see this, we all get motivated and we all just empowered. We got our own little community right here. So I'll be seeing you guys later. It's Pink Kush signing off. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.